What's happening, folks? Welcome back. Got more worldwide Geoguessr today, and I'm gonna have another stab at trying to beat my best score, which is 24,300, which I got earlier today. So, gonna try and get a better score on video, but I'm going for that elusive 25,000 on worldwide. Uh, Still doing it so I can move around because I'm just not good enough to be doing it on the spot yet. Uh, so gonna have a try at that. Here we go. Okay, we have got a field. That's a good start. So I'm gonna try and get into some kind of civilization and figure out what's going on here. Looks like a police car maybe. Never mind. Um, Here's a main road. So, oh, that's what main road looks like. It's over here. This is the motorway slip line. Looking for any kind of road sign. It's a giveaway. I see one there. It's either Russian or Ukrainian, I think. So that's where we're starting. That's usually not good because I can't read Slavic text. So in terms of the location, I'm not gonna have much of a guess because this looks like it's the town name. And yeah, I have no idea where that could be. I don't know if I'm better looking around in Ukraine or if I'm better looking in Russia right now, to be honest. I don't think this is a big town, if it is one at all. Yeah, um, I've not got much of any kind of clue here. Trying to just look at vehicles, see if there's any suggestion of the nationality. I was kind of leaning more towards Ukraine for whatever reason. It's hard to distinguish between Ukrainian and Russian text, but that sort of says Ukrainian to me for some reason. I'll probably go back on that when I find out I'm in Russia here. Uh, there's just not many clues. It's one of those ones where Russia and Ukraine are countries where I don't know what that goes up to. They're countries where you don't get English on the road signs, obviously. There's some countries you'll get in Asia will have English on all the road signs and stuff, which makes life a lot easier because you can just go by the town. But here it's like it's pretty tough, man. Not many clues. Kind of just gotta go for the country. What we got? Do you think that just means stop? Do you think I'm being like really dumb? Because it said that on either side. I think that means stop. Uh, I think it totally does. I have no idea. Yeah, we're somewhere. We're somewhere. Whole lot of signs, not a whole lot of information. Hmm. Yeah, we could be anywhere. Could literally be anywhere. We could be in Belarus as well. Actually, it looks a wee bit different. The text. Also different. In terms of the landscape, the nature, what would I guess? I don't know. Northern Ukraine, literally anywhere in Russia, on the sort of European side of Russia. I could not tell you. I'm just gonna say we're on the road. It's my best guess. It's the best I got. That's not bad. That's not bad. I probably should have just stuck to the old rule of if you don't know, just go for the capital city, because that would have done me pretty good there. To be honest, it could have been a lot worse. Was actually wasn't far off with the road I chose. You could, I mean, we're on this road here. It's probably more obviously a motorway. I should have gone for that. Oh no no, not bad. We have 4,500 points. This looks like Pacific Northwest so far, just based on the soil and the trees, but cannot tell you yet. I hate ones like this where it's just a whole lot of clicking in one direction down the road until you see something. It's kind of similar with the last one. So we got snow. I think like Oregon, Washington could be a good guess here to be honest. Or somewhere just generally north. Nah, yeah, this has gotta be Pacific Northwest somewhere. There's been snow, there's been pine trees, and the soil looks like it could well be Californian or from Oregon. Um, I don't know, are these redwood trees? Potentially. I don't know a whole lot about trees. I don't know enough to say for sure if these are redwoods, but some of them kind of resemble them. This one really does. Yeah, totally. Um, we could be in a national park. National parks in California, Northern California, North Sequoia National Park, where the tallest tree in the world is. Here's more snow, which is almost leading me to believe we're not in California, but I believe it does snow in Northern California in the winter, if I'm not mistaken. It's absolutely that region of the world, so I'm pretty confident about it. Just what state is the big question, because if I get it wrong, that's a lot of fucking points lost, for sure. And I'm not seeing any suggestion of where we might be exactly. Maybe icy at any time. See, that almost implies we're not in California because it would not be icy at any time in California. Like, all the time. As in, because it gets pretty warm in the summer. But, okay, what's going on here? Approaching young life's woodleaf. Okay, I don't know. Woodleaf. Woodleaf. uh, okay, so we're in a place called Woodleaf. Here's a town. That's good news. These are cool buildings. This looks very like Oregon Trail era kind of building. A little bit spruced up. Yeah, very, very cowboy font. Cool fucking houses, man. These are sick. Uh, Oregon is my best guess, to be honest, so far. We're in a place called Woodleaf. I've done a lot of looking around on Google Earth in the Pacific Northwest. I'd love to go there, and I've never seen anywhere called Woodleaf, I don't think. So it's not the kind of place you're gonna see on a map, I would imagine. So I think I'm gonna have to keep going until I see some sort of major indication of what state this is at least. Because if I get the wrong state, I'm gonna be fucking mad. I'm very, very convinced this is the Pacific Northwest, though. I would be totally surprised if it wasn't. If we happen to be somewhere else, I can't imagine anywhere else it would be other than Northern California, Oregon, or Southern Washington. Even, I think Washington feels too far north for this, to be honest. This feels like it's definitively Oregon or Northern California. I'm not seeing any mountains, so it's not really helping me out here. Clipper Mills Fire Station. Woodleaf. Woodleaf, Oregon. Is that a real place? Who knows? Here's another sign. Clipper Mills. So we got Clipper Mills and we got Woodleaf. At what point does it just start looking around the map on and sort of coastal Oregon? I'd love to go here. This looks awesome. Looks lovely. Yeah, you don't see a lot of state flags in these American ones, which is unfortunate. Uh, it's probably because most of the state flags are like ugly as fuck. Okay, what we got? We're looking for Woodleaf or whatever the other one was called. We could be in here. It does look a little bit hilly though. It hasn't been too hilly where we've been exploring. Hmm. I've just not got enough of an indication in terms of exactly where we are. Like, it could so easily be way down here. It could be Northern California. It could be a lot of places along this coast. So, just kind of, it's hard to narrow it down without any other information, you know. But I'm aware I have been on this one for way too fucking long. Here's Northern California. We have Fort Dick. Here is, here's where the tallest tree in the world is. I didn't tell you that. It's a secret location. Yeah. I'm not really getting far with this one, to be honest. Coleman. I just need one little sign that has two initials tell me what state this is. And I'm just not getting it. So there's a sign for Halloween, and it still looks pretty warm. There is a fucking Confederate flag. Not that that's really telling us anything, because there's absolutely no chance we're in the South here. Yeah, that sucks, man. This is real. I'm just not seeing anything right. I think I'm just gonna go for a guess. Mary Mountain Village. Has this got any information from me? Please give me a map. Oh, okay, I don't know where this went. Clipper Mills. We found the fire station they were talking about. I need to go like over here, but it's not letting me. Oh well. I'm gonna go back out onto the main roads. I don't even know what direction I'm going now. Yeah, this is a lost cause, I think. It looks like Northern California, Southern Oregon to me. So I'm gonna go for that. This says Happy Camp. We were at Mary Mountain. I don't know what to do with that. Do I go for Happy Camp? Is that a good bet? It just feels Greenleaf. Our place is Woodleaf, right? It's pretty close. It's pretty similar. Not that they put two places with the exact same fucking name next to each other though. Man, I think the snow is kind of throwing me off as well because it's making me think like it's probably not Northern California, even though it really, really, really looks like it to me. Hmm. Fuck it, we're going to Happy Camp. Wow. Okay. It was Northern California, if you want to say that. But damn, it was like way inland. There's Woodleaf, there's Clipper Mills. We traveled pretty far along that road. Where the fuck's Mary Mountain? I don't see Mary Mountain. Oh, there is. Mary Way. Okay. Yeah, well, that was a waste of time. I did get 4K points, though, so I guess the correct state. What can you do? How is it only round 3? How long have I been in here? 16 minutes. Jesus Christ. I need to speed this up. Where the fuck is this? I see. I don't know what country that is. It looks pretty warm. Ground looks very dead. Sky looks unfilled by clouds. I don't know. That's a cool tree. There's a mountain line. This looks like South America to me, maybe. I really shouldn't have wasted so much time trying to figure out what part of the Pacific Northwest I was in there, because, like, then you get this one where I'm just fucking lost. Like, where the fuck could this even be? There's no signs of life. There's no suggestion of what country or continent I'm on. Or maybe in Mexico. Just a wild guess. I'm just not really seeing much to suggest where this could be. Is that weed? What the fuck? There's no way I just found a fucking... Okay. So we're somewhere where marijuana grows naturally. Cannabis plants. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it just looks like that. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. It kind of looks like it though. What does this sound so? There's a big corn. There's some text. Oh wait, I see an Asian language in there. Hold on a second. Okay, now I can't see the sign. It's not ideal. What does this sign say? No. What language could that be? Hmm. Honestly, don't know. It doesn't really look like anything I'm looking at out here. There's not the big kind of line that goes through everything. Doesn't quite resemble this. Maybe this a little bit. Thai. Could we be in Thailand? It almost sort of looks like it, but it almost kind of doesn't also. This is interesting. I don't know. I think Thailand's best guess so far, just based on the text. Didn't know they had grass there, if that is grass. Uh, this doesn't fucking look like it, does it? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna stop fucking around. I don't think I'm gonna figure out exactly where this is. I'm just gonna say. Somewhere where there's mountains. There's probably mountains here. Can always like it. We'll say we're on this road. We were in the right country. I will take it. That's not bad. I wonder if I actually found a fucking weed plantation. No, that's kind of crazy. Okay, this is almost certainly in the UK. What part of the UK? Don't know, but it's pretty easy to find road signs here. So, oh, sorry, I thought I recognized this area. This really looks like this part of Northern Ireland. Sherburn close. You'll notice Northern Ireland when you see a bunch of fucking Union Jacks everywhere. Where is this? It does kind of look like it could be in Northern Ireland. Again, it's kind of just like normal sort of UK house and estate. Yeah, man. I need to get out of this house and estate and onto the main road so that I can see a road sign of some kind. As soon as you get a road sign, you can actually start to piece together where you might be. Right now, it's just fucking drag and drop on Great Britain and potentially Northern Ireland. There's a dog. I'm actually stuck in this house and estate. How do you get out of here? I'm very much just getting a little lost here. That's a sign for something. Wyvern Academy. There's a dragon. Could we be in Wales? Who knows? I'm not seeing any town names. .org. Not that would have been any different for any part of the UK. I'm just trying to spot like one we name. We're almost certainly not in Scotland because we don't have Ofsted, wherever that is. So we're either in England, Wales, or NI. And honestly, I've not got a clue so far because I'm not seeing anything that really distinguishes that fact. I'm starting to think we're not in Northern Ireland, just based on some of the signs and stuff for places. Here's a bus. It's got leaves on it. That's interesting. It's not telling me where it's going, but I've got a bus stop. That's quite a Scottish looking bus stop. We're not in Scotland. There's no way we're in Scotland. Unless we're in just in some really weird council area. Eggleston View. I'm pretty sure Eggleston is a place in England, but couldn't tell you that for a fact. Like, I need to get onto a main road. There's just a whole lot of house and estates, a whole lot of nothing going on. Here's kind of a main road. It's kind of just more houses actually. Got a feeling we're in England, to be honest. It's statistically pretty likely. Cricket club, okay. Cockerton, lovely. We're in Cockerton Cricket Club, wherever the fuck that could be. I swear if this town is just called Cochrane, I'm not fucking finding it, man. I'm sorry. I can't find. Darlington. That's a place. Don't know if I could find it on a map, to be honest. But it's somewhere. England's pretty big, but it's not that big. Is it in the north? It would make sense if it was in the north, because I was saying it kind of looked like it could be Wales or Northern Ireland, which has pretty similar houses to the north of England. Darlington. Alright, where the fuck's Cockerton? How is this only round 4? This game has been going on forever, man. There it is. And I don't remember any of the road names, to be honest. There was a school that was called Wyvern Academy. If I could find that, that would be a big giveaway as to where we could be. We're probably somewhere in this general area, I'd imagine. But I don't see Wyvern Academy. Hmm. Alright, this one's just gonna have to be a wee guess again. And hope that I can get a good like 4K or something. Just trying to figure out. Wait, Eggleston View. That's where the bus was going. Where the bus stop was. Malvern. It's not Wyvern. Wait, Wyvern Academy. There you go. So we started in a random housing estate here somewhere. I'm gonna say there. Not fucking bad. 4,999. Not bad at all. One round to go. I'm getting like 22K best case. Not ideal, but it's not bad. What the fuck are these buildings? Okay, this is weird. Okay, we're back in a Slavic country. Is it Russia? Is it Ukraine? Do I just click Moscow and hope for the best? Probably. Uh, tell by the buildings. These buildings are fucking crazy. That's really interesting buildings. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get much of a clue. Here's some yellow and blue, which every time I see that with Slavic text, I think Ukraine. So almost makes me want to click on Ukraine. So don't want to jump to conclusions, but I'm gonna leave this in Kiev or Kiev. Not sure what the exact way to pronounce it is, and hope for the best. .ru. That's gotta be Russia. Moving to Moscow. I'm just gonna say like a wee side bit. In terms of where we are in Russia, I think I could stay here all day and probably not work it out because there's, as I said before, not a lot of English text going on here, so you don't really get much indication of where you are. Try recognize something here. I thought there was actually a fucking bear there. I was like, there's no way. That's so cool. I thought there was just a bear chilling. Uh, okay. Uh, yeah, man. This could be anywhere in Russia, really. It's the old crest of Russia, I believe. These are cool fucking tenement blocks. Yeah. Outskirts of Moscow. I'll take it. Ah! Where the fuck? Oh my god. What is this town? That's crazy. That is crazy. We weren't even in the European part of Russia. And I was sitting saying Ukraine. I was gonna put us over here. Wow. That is so bad. That is fucking awful. I couldn't have known though, dude. I could not have known. That is a random time. 1,200 miles from Moscow. It doesn't get much worse. I mean, we could have been over here, but I think actually, yeah, they still got the same language over here. We could have been over here. That would have been fucked up. Well, that was an interesting round. Actually went pretty well until that last round there. Wasn't too far away here. Got that within a street. That was pretty bad, but it was the right country at least. Where is the other? Oh yeah, okay. That one was. I mean, it looks pretty good compared to that, to be honest. So yeah, both of the ones in Russia absolutely fucked me over. I don't know what to do in terms of the Russia problem when I get one like that because it's like I see this kind of text and I just don't know what to do. I don't know where that could be. You're giving me the biggest country literally in the entire world, the longest country in the entire world. It could be over here for all I know, and I'm going over here. Yeah, so that's unfortunate, but thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll actually get a fucking good score next time. I can try my absolute best to replicate that 24k that I got earlier, which is just seems way out of reach now. The ones I was getting on that were crazy. It was like you would see a sign with a location name and it'd have how many miles away it is or something like that, just on a random road. Like there was one in Sweden that was like that, where um it ended up being somewhere up here and the town name was like that. And that was also on the name. And it ended up being here and I went like there. And I was just getting such free points for shit like that. There's one in Ireland as well, where it was between Killarney and Tralee. I went there and it was in Newcastle West, and it was like just shit like that over and over again. Um, and it just happened 5 times in a row. And it was literally the first or second game I played today, and the audio didn't work. So annoying, but it is what it is. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna do more fucking Geoguessr because this shit is fun. I already kind of beat the Glasgow map, so I don't know if I'm gonna start doing that one like where you have to stand in place and see if I can be one of the only people to have completed that stand in place 25k. There's like 12 people have done it successfully or something, so I might grind for that, or I might keep doing worldwide bullshit. I don't know. We'll see. But thanks for watching.